Welcome, 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 and welcome. Welcome to another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I'm your man, Captain Will. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe to Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will so I can continue to bring you that gospel of Gamecocks every single day. Every single day, y'all. Every single day. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. I appreciate the love. Appreciate everyone who took the time to holler at your man, Captain Will. Follow me on Twitter at Gamecocks Talk. Follow me on Instagram at Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. And wherever you get your podcast, you can find me. Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. Ladies and gentlemen, we had a basketball game last night. It wasn't on television. It wasn't on the radio. It wasn't on the internet. It wasn't on thing. So the only way that you can actually, keep up with the stats, because of the Gamecock live stat thing on their website was down into halftime. So everybody trying to figure new things out, trying to figure everything out. And it's fine. It's fine. I know how things happen. But thank goodness we had some folks on Twitter who's doing the almost like the play-by-play, the quarter-by-quarter, and doing the stats, and saying when there's some really good plays, it happened. I don't care if we play a junior high school. I don't care if we play a WNBA team. When there's a victory, y'all already know what it is. You already know what it is. For the new folks, it's called shot o'clock. So we do a shot o'clock every time there's a celebration, when there's a good thing that happens with South Carolina. So we won last night. Blowout victory over Clayton State. So it's shot o'clock. So get your drinks up, whatever the drink may be. It could be adult beverage of choice. It could be some water. It could be some ginger ale. It could be some old-fashioned sweet tea. Whatever your drink of choice, it's shot o'clock. And for Captain Will, it's some good old Aquafina. That's because today is Tuesday. Vegas goes down soon. So I'm hydrating. I'm getting my body ready. I'm over my cold. I'm getting hydrated because it's gonna be ugly in Vegas for Captain Will. So stay hydrated and cheers. It's going down. We got a good one today, y'all. This is thing called one thing that made me, I realized one thing is a breaking news. It's a trending topic. It's all those great things and that came to my brain matter is that MiLaysia Fulwiley is pretty good at basketball. She's pretty good. She is pretty good at basketball. The game of basketball, MiLaysia Fulwiley is pretty good at. And just some revisionist history, I heard about MiLaysia Fulwiley back when she was in the 7th or 8th grade. Heard about her, and I heard, the scuttlebutt, the barbershop talk about this young lady in the Columbia area. Okay? Folks said, old heads, they said, oh, yo, she's the next Ivory Ladder. And for the folks who watching me right now, if you don't know who Ivory Ladder is, after the show, Google her. Okay? Next Ivory Ladder. Some folks said that she was the next Shannon Pee-wee Johnson. And the same thing. If you don't know who Shannon Pee-wee Johnson is, use that phone, use that YouTube, use whatever, and find out who she is. Gamecock great. Carolina's finest. Ivory Ladder and Shannon Johnson. Well, MiLaysia Fulwiley has lived up to those expectations when she was in high school. Okay, in the itty bitty state that we call South Carolina, one of the smallest states in the country, in the 50. That South Carolina has developed and has made and created icons in women's basketball. We can go on. I just mentioned Ivory. I just mentioned Pee Wee. Talasia Cooper. Atlanta Coach. Angel Wilson. Joyce Edwards. We could go on and list great high school players in the state of South Carolina. The national media was late to the party in regards to MiLaysia Fulwiley. And I understand sometimes how that happens, because one thing is a small state. Okay, you're in a small city. Columbia is considered small too when you can talking about LA and New York City and Dallas and all those big cities. Columbia is considered small. Kid in high school is considered small. But the cool thing now in women's basketball, girls basketball, if you will, is the best will play the best. And now we've grown up. My kids, a good portion of them have played in AAU. So we know the AAU circuit and how it is. But I'm talking about above and beyond AAU, where you are going against the best players in the country. So there's film out there of MiLaysia Fulwiley and Hannah Hidalgo going head up. There's film out there of number 1 overall recruit in that class in 2023, Michaela Williams, and MiLaysia Fulwiley going head up. There's credits, there's information out there for anyone to see. So it's no shock. It wasn't a situation in the system where, MiLaysia from a small town. How's she going to compete against these other wonderful, great players across the country? MiLaysia Fulwiley ended up being the 13th ranked recruit in the class of 2023. 13th ranked. She was under-recruited and she was underappreciated by the national media and especially ESPN. Much like some players on this team are underappreciated. Summer 2023 started. Dawn Staley said, Fulwiley is a generational talent. Generational talent. Next thing you see is Talasia Cooper, who was a top 15 recruit in her own from the crib, transfers to Tennessee. The writing was on the wall. You just have to choose to read it. But the writing was on the wall. We have potentially one of the best players in Gamecock history who's going to be a problem for the basketball world. Notre Dame happened in Paris. Finally, the national media finds out the best kept secret that resided in Keenan High School at Little South Kakalaki. Put the world on notice. Had Maddy Johnson tweet. Had all these great celebrities tweeting out about little old lady with the butter. Found out that she's pretty good at this game of basketball. Okay? We had a game last night. And then the opponent don't matter. It doesn't matter. It really don't. It really don't. But is MiLaysia Fulwiley actually learning to be an all-around guard? Is that the situation that we see? Is the transition that Dawn Staley said was happening? Last night against Clayton State, 25 minutes, 24 points, 10 for 18 from the field, 4 for 7 from the 3-point line, 3 assists, 3 rebounds, ladies and gentlemen, 1 turnover in 25 minutes, 7 steals, 3 block shots. Yes, that line is against Clayton State. But here's the thing. Lay with the butter can and will do that against any opponent that's on the schedule. And here's the thing, family. She's coming off the bench. She's coming off the bench. That's scary. You have a situation where the first 2 players off the bench is MiLaysia Fulwiley and Joyce Edwards. Good luck stopping that. Good luck. I want to see you do it. With Joyce Edwards, you are literally looking at the National Freshman of the Year. That's going to be Joyce Edwards. Book it. Write it down right now. She's going to be the NCAA Freshman of the Year. I'm not talking about SEC. I'm not talking about none of those things. Joyce Edwards is going to be the best freshman in the country. Is she going to score 25, 30 points per game? Nope. She ain't going to do that. Is she going to get doubles? Nope. She ain't going to do that. But this is what she's going to do. At 6'3", she's going to come into the basketball game and be a problem for opponents. A problem. The guard rotation is scary. You have a situation, and just look at the rotation for last night. Raven, Powell, Breezy started the game. First sub, Fulwiley comes in for Raven. So you got Fulwiley and you got Powell running the game. Oh, so the concept of what Dawn Staley doing, and we have 2 point guards in the game at the same time, 2 primary ball handlers, two players who can make plays. Powell, MiLaysia. Okay. Powell goes out the game. You bring back in Raven. One of the best ball handlers on this team has yet to actually play in a basketball game. We will see her hopefully on Monday night, and that's Maddy. We throw in Breezy, who had an off night shooting the ball, but I'm not worried about Breezy whatsoever. We throw in Tessa. Good luck, basketball folks who wants to compete with this basketball team. It don't look like it has in the past. It don't. It really doesn't. If you want to watch pretty basketball, you want to see basketball that actually makes you smile, give you some joy. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a Gamecock lifer. I'm not saying it. I'm just kind of keep it real. It's pretty to watch. We share the ball. It's free flowing. Everybody touches the basketball. You have Raven Johnson calling the plays, directing the offense, directing the defense. Everyone's moving. Everybody's not sitting on the 3-point line just watching, chilling, checking their nails. They're not doing that. I was at last night, my son-in-law and I was hanging out, watching the game, watching the NFL last night. And then, in the sports bar, they had, have multiple games. They have, World Series, they had NFL. They had a plethora of sports on, right? And NBA on. It was the Lakers versus somebody. I don't remember who they played. You know what irritates me about the NBA? It's a lot of watching. It's dribble, pass, shoot, open three. There's a lot of not cutting. There's a lot of stationary. Everybody around the perimeter. One person in the quote-unquote dunker spot. You know what South Carolina does? They move the ball. If you want to score, you move. The ball will find you. It's so pretty to watch. We can have the individual discussions about the Juju Watkins, the Hannah Hidalgos, the players who score so many points. We can have those discussions. But like Dawn Staley said, you have to prepare for 13 players in this basketball team. Last time I checked, when we're talking about a Southern Cal, when we're talking about a Notre Dame, when we're talking about any of the plethora of players that are dominant presence on their team, players that have those high usage rate where the ball is always in their hand. I'm just reading between the tea leaves. It is easier to prepare for 1, 2, maybe 3 players on an opponent's basketball team versus preparing for 13 players. Juju Watkins is a special player in the game of basketball. Hannah's a special player. Paige has been a special player for many years. I looked at the thing. I'm looking at the mock draft. I'm like, they said that I saw that Paige Beckers is 24 and a half years old. I was like, what in the world? And I love me some Paige Beckers, but I didn't even realize she was that old. I was like, damn, she is grown. She is a grown woman. South Carolina is a basketball team where you don't know where you're going to get hit by. You don't even know if it's the left, the right, the uppercut. You have no idea what's going to happen. You don't, because anybody can go off. Tessa was off a little bit from the 3 and then hit 8 straight points. Fulwiley was 4 for 7 at 3. Raven, who they say can't shoot, hit the first 3-pointer of the basketball game. Powell doing what Powell does. Joyce had another double-double. Here's the thing, if Joyce Edwards actually plays, which she will, substantial minutes, she has the potential to be a double-double queen this season. I saw a little bit of that high-low game with Chloe and Maryam Dauda that we've saw and lived for many years at South Carolina with Camila Cardoza. It's going to look different. You're going to get block shots. We had 10 block shots last night. You're going to get block shots from everybody. And without Ashlyn Watkins right now, everybody is contributing on defense. It won't be the best defense. It will look different. But offensively, this team is in a different stratosphere. Good luck. Michigan is next. We'll start talking about Michigan tomorrow. Vegas will be popping. South Carolina is taking over Vegas really soon. And Captain Will going to be leading the charge. This concludes another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I'm your man, Captain Will. Make sure you like, make sure you share, and make sure you subscribe to Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will so I continue to bring you that gospel of Gamecocks every single day. Ladies and gentlemen, you're now rocking with the best. And since you're rocking with the best, come rock with your man, Captain Will. Let's go. Let's go.